This is Open Encounters. Hear the voices of the people who have crossed the Mediterranean Sea. Now they're on their next journey of settling their lives in Italy and beyond. Their voices on Open Encounters from migrants of the Mediterranean.
Hello.
Hi, Bapa.
Hi, Pamela. How are you?
I'm well. It's nice to hear you today. Thanks for having this second conversation with us. How are you?
I'm fine.
Awesome. Well, today I wanted to talk about something a little more specific. Yesterday we talked about a bit about COVID and how your work life is there in Germany. But today I wanted to ask you, since we have a little bit more time to do it, about this topic of racism, and this comes in light of the murder of George Floyd, as we've been covering on this show for the past couple of weeks, and the expansion of the Black Lives Matter movement, and just seeing the global response to it. I thought I had been thinking of all of you and wanted to create more of a space for you to talk about that, about how racism has affected you personally in your life, because I know that it's so different when you come from Africa. You're from Sierra Leone, and how you encountered that on your journey, both, through other countries in West Africa and of course in Libya, and also in Italy and in Germany. So I wanted to make some time so we could talk about how that really affects you and what your thoughts are as you watched the unrest really unfold in the U.S. a few weeks ago and then across the globe.
It is something that is, how can I say, it's a global problem, I call it another pandemic that we cannot see, that is affecting us globally,
Mm-hmm. That is such a great way of saying it.
Yeah, since when I was young, since when I was in Africa, I always have this feeling, in the white world, in Europe, in America, everywhere in the world, these people are so different. We think different things about white people, they are people with high education, they are people with high intelligence. You will never thought of something like racist within them. Where I am living now in Germany, I'm telling you, you can ask anybody that you want. Up till now, even if you want to have a chat with somebody, just for example, you will say I just met you. I say hello. Can you show me where these places? You will see. She or he will tell you go away from me from their language. Some of them, you will hear he will tell you, go away from me. Me, I don't want to talk to a black somebody.
Yeah.
Something like this. And the other funny thing is, sometimes you will want to have some fun, you want to party with your friends,
Sure, of course.
Yeah, and you something now, today I have friends, maybe they come to visit me, I want them to be happy. Let's go to the club or let's go to some bar, you go, they will tell you you are not allowed to enter. And if you ask them what are the reasons that I am not allowed to enter, you will hear they will tell you, we are not going to waste our time to tell you because it is needless, Something like this.
And what is the reason? So you've gone to clubs in there, and is this in Munich? Is this in Passau? Where in Germany did you encounter that?
Right where I am living in Passau, Munich. I have been in Munich 2 times. Some of them they allow glass, some of the clubs, but not all of them. Not all of them. Even one time I had, they have a specific amount. If they have more than 10 blacks in the club, it is enough. They are not going to allow more than that in that club,
So
something
they have,
like this.
and they've told you. Did they give you any reason why that is? I mean, that's discriminatory. They can't.
Yeah, sometimes they told you when they want to make excuse, they will tell you like, because me, I find it really stupid, you know. They will tell you today we have a specific party. And they told you they have a special party, but there are another people who are going in. There are some German people who are not racist. They will testify that what they are saying is not true. They are only making racist because they don't want to win. You know, something like this is very funny, you know.
That's unbelievable. I don't think it's something that a lot of people are thinking about this day and age, that if you go to a club for the color of your skin, or perhaps because they know you're from the migrant community, they're not going to let you into a place that's free for all. So this is important that we take note of what's happening right now. And this is a common thing that happens to you when you go out with your friends for a night of fun?
Yeah, it happens most of the time. You know, like, it is really funny. These people, don't get me wrong, there are some people who are German who are really nice because I'm playing football. Like, the people I know, they are really nice. You know, like, there are difference between nice and racist, you know.
Sure.
Somebody might like you, but in another way around, they will have some friends that are around. Can you imagine? For example, you are talking with a girl in the street. You will see sometimes her friend will come and tell her in a German language, "Hey, why are you talking with the foreigner, more especially like a black?" You know, like, they see black people like they are not like the humans. They do not deserve anything good in their life. You know, something. They have this kind of thinking in their mind.
Wow.
Like, black people, we only know how to cause problem and nothing good come out of us. You know, like, it is really sad. These people, the way they think about us, really sad.
It's really sad. It's outrageous. It's outrageous, in fact. But yeah,
not all
go ahead.
Not all about Germany. I think the whole of Europe, but the whole of Europe. Look at what is happening in America. I can't believe it.
Yeah, and I think this is what this is why this time is so difficult, is because I feel like we've all been saying for a really long time, I can't believe it, but it's time to start believing it, because what you see there is real and what we see here is real, and it's got to change. Everybody needs to be greeted and met on the same level. Nobody's more exceptional than the other. I didn't know that you encountered so much racism there in Germany. And I think this is a lot to do, again, with the fact that most of the people I am still speaking to are in Italy. So I hear more stories from, on the ground in Italy and how things are dealt with in the Italian society and culture. But obviously, this is something that no country has any monopoly on. No one country deals with racist norms like this. How has it been different for you in Germany versus in Italy? Because you spent some time in Italy as well.
I only spent like 2 weeks in Italy.
Oh, just 2 weeks?
Only 2 weeks.
Okay. And did you have any impression of society there?
Sincerely, I don't want to make any false assumption about Italy.
That's fair.
I have only been in Italy like only 2 weeks, and at that time, like, I was like, let's say, like, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Because I was not moving around. Like, all the 10 days I was staying in camp, I only went down like 2 times, 1 time, and I see people in the street. I did not get to know anybody, until I leave Germany. So that kind of experience I do not have about Italy, so I cannot compare between Italy and Germany, because I want to be sincere, you know?
That's fair. Yeah. And so before... Go ahead.
No, just say what you want.
No, it's up to you. You're free. You can say whatever you like.
What I'm about to say, or what I'm going to say is, Germany is a country, like, like, if like somebody, like, even if before you have a friend, they will try to know you, like, they think like you are, any black they saw, they think he is aggressive, he is arrogant, he is not friendly. But the mere fact they talk to you and you respond very politely, you start making friends with them. They will say, "Oh, will confess and they will tell you, hey, sorry, I thought like you are not nice. You know, some of these kind of things, they have like bad impression about us.
Yeah.
And it's really...
So, Bapa, I have a question. So then do you feel pressure as a man from West Africa in Germany? Do you feel pressure to behave differently or be more polite or try to behave more kindly to people simply because you know that there's the expectation that people think that you're going to be bad or something like this? Do you feel pressure to act a different way?
You know, like me, I am that kind of person who is not arrogant. I try all means. All means. But sometimes they push you to the wall. But I'm not going to fight. Because even if you fight, it doesn't make any difference. It only put you in more problems. You know, like the best way I believe to treat people who make racist at me is I will treat you like in a more sensible way. I'm not going to insult you. I'm just going to tell you the truth. And if you tell them the truth, it's going to hurt them, you know, like, and they will tell you something that is really, you know, it's really painful. So sometimes I swallow my pains and I just leave them. And actually they are just a distraction to my life. That's the only way.
I mean, that's really big of you, but I also want to acknowledge that it seems like there is still, like, you know, like I said, you're under a lot of pressure to never fight, to never say anything negative, to never do anything that anybody could perceive as negative or bad, even if you're angry, even if you're hurt, simply because people are waiting for that. They're waiting for you to do something bad, you know, because then you live up to their expectation or a stereotype anyways of being somebody who's violent or something like that. And I want to say that I think it's unfair that that you would have to live that way when that same standard isn't put to other people.
Yeah, you know, they have law. They have good law system in Germany. The police are very active. But the thing is, in each and every case, there must be some sort of evidence. If there is no evidence, then your case will not be proceeded. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can I ask you about... Oh, go ahead.
And that's the only thing. Like, you will see somebody like just for example, you meet at the street, like on December, like you're having fun, everybody's drinking, you know, like the person is a little bit drunk, you know, and then saying this kind of words, you know, like you just look at him and say, oh, he's drunk, let's leave him. It don't mean anything to me. You know, like, you just take it out of your mind. It's something that has been here, you know, like, racist is something that is in the whole world, you know, like, in the whole world, like, one person alone cannot solve it, you know, like, so, me, I don't know what to do. Really.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and before you got to Germany and to Europe, you know, you had to take this really long journey across West Africa and North Africa, which put you in the really dangerous country of Libya for a period. Will you talk about how racism looks and feels in your time in Africa before you were before you left Sierra Leone and came to Europe? And by the way, what city are you from in Sierra Leone?
I'm from Freetown.
Freetown, okay.
Like I said, like in Africa, like I have never experienced in one country that I encountered a little bit. That is in Libya, where we were living. You know, like in Libya. I cannot say like generally it is racist because they are not under a government. So I cannot take their action like racist. They are under depression. I can put it like this way because a country without a leader, and people who are wayward, you know, like everybody have guns, they can do what they want. So if they see some foreigners in their country, maybe if they don't have money, they will take advantage of it. So that's the only way I see it.
Right. So the kind of discrimination you face in a place like Libya is that visually you're understood as an outsider because your skin is darker, and they know then that you're a migrant. So you will be, they'll hold you for ransom. A lot of people are held for ransom, of course, but they know who you are, and so they can, right? They know that you also have a want, a need for money to survive, and so you can be exploited this way too.
Yeah, Libya was also like a lifetime experience. I think I took in Libya like 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems like I took in Libya like 10 years.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, like Libya is because they are without a government, and a country without a democracy or without a government, it is really, really, everybody do what they want, and you don't have anybody to stand for you. And I feel happy that I live their life, because I know some people who lose their lives,
You did.
And, yeah, like I didn't know that, like, personally, but they're from Africa too, trying to make the journey to Italy, and yeah, but unfortunately they could not make it.
I'm sorry.
So I could say, like, yeah, it was fully tough,
Did you lose these friends in Libya, or was it during the sea crossing?
In Libya.
Okay. What are their names? Maybe we can. What are their names? We should honor them.
Even if you search for his name, you cannot find it, because they took them to prison, and since then I haven't seen them.
They were in prison.
Somebody told me like they are dead. I don't know. Maybe they punished them until they died. That I didn't confirm, but I heard that they are dead, and until I didn't hear anything from them, and I didn't see them.
I'm sorry, Bapa.
That's why I believe.
I'm sorry, Bapa. That's not easy.
Yeah, it's okay.
I want to thank you for talking about this, and I know especially this about your time in Tripoli. Or in Libya, and through Tripoli. It was not easy, and it's difficult to talk about. So thank you for talking about it, even just in this brief moment here. I know it's not something that's easy for you to recount and to talk about. It brings you back there, which was a really difficult time. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Bapa, and thank you for being a guest again on this episode. We're really happy to have you, and we're really happy you're here. And
thank you. The pleasure is all mine.
And I'm really looking forward to speaking again, and hopefully speaking again in person when I can get there.
Hopefully.
All right. And you know that I'm here anytime. So if there's ever anything that you wish to talk about again on the show, you are welcome anytime.
Thank you.
All right. Then I'm wishing you a good day, and we'll speak soon. Okay, Bapa?
Bye-bye.
Okay. Ciao. Tschüss. Thank you for listening to Open Encounters from Migrants of the Mediterranean. You can follow Migrants of the Mediterranean on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. If you like Open Encounters, go to Apple Podcasts and subscribe, rate, and review. Open Encounters is produced, written, and edited by me, Pamela Kurpius. Editorial and outreach by Nick O'Connell. Music by Giovanni Escalera. To read every story and to donate to humanitarian storytelling, go to migrantsofthemed.com. That's migrantsofthemed.com.